What's up, guys? Connor with Guns and Stuff here, and I have in front of me my brand new AR-556 MPR by Ruger. And what I'm going to do in this video is first off, I'm going to make sure it functions. I haven't put any rounds through this rifle yet, so I'm going to go ahead, zero it in, put some rounds through it, make sure it functions, talk a little bit about it. Then I'm going to get some groups at some farther distances. Right now I'm only at 25 yards, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So without further ado, go ahead and put a magazine in, and remember, I haven't shot this yet, so I'm making sure it functions with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and zero it in. It might take me a minute, but let's see if this thing works. Here we go. I need to come right a little bit. Almost in the center. I'm getting there. But it's functioning, and it's very, very low recoil. It's got that rifle length gas system. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Put some more rounds down range. I'm pretty close to the target, so I'm just going to finish up this mag, make sure it functions. Open on the last round, so that was 20 rounds, no malfunctions at all. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of tell you guys a few things about this rifle, and then we'll get some longer range groups, and then we'll go from there. So let's do that. Alright, so we're here with the new Ruger AR-556 MPR, and I picked this rifle up for 560 bucks. So keep that in mind while I'm going through this list, and what I'm going to do is just go through some of the main points and main stuff that Ruger says on their website, and just go from there. So we're going to start from the muzzle. This is Ruger's radial muzzle device, they call it, and as you can see, it's like that all the way around on each side, like that. And I know this doesn't need to be timed properly, but if you look on the top, you can see it's not. If it was like a bird cage flash hider or something, it wouldn't really be timed properly, so that's something to keep in mind, but I'm not complaining because this doesn't need to be timed. The barrel, it looks like a pretty medium contour here. It's a 1 1/8 twist, 5.56 chambering, so it's not a 223 wild or 223. So it looks like the barrel profile in there is a little bit skinnier before the gas block, and this does have a rifle length gas system. And then it gets a little bit thicker here, so a little bit thicker. It looks like it kind of thins down here, and obviously where the where the chamber is and all that stuff, it kind of thickens up a little bit. Again, rifle length gas system, 15-inch M-lock rail, and this is a Ruger designed rail, so you can see it's here on the bottom, left and right. And then once you get up to the front, they do have it at 45-degree angles on all sides right there. 1913 on the top, and obviously also on the upper receiver. So again, you can see here I have got my Harris bipod with my American Defense QD mount. I got M-lock right there. So that's pretty much the front of the rifle. Again, 1 1/8 twist on that. Get to the receiver, just a pretty standard receiver there. Not ambidextrous. It just does not have ambidextrous controls. So on the other side here, you can see there's the safety. Sorry, my finger's getting in the way there, but Magpul grip. This is Ruger's they call it the Elite 452 trigger. pretty nice trigger. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more maybe in the future. I've only had 20 rounds through it. So it's pretty soft actually, a little bit cleaner than I thought it would be. I didn't really know what to expect though. So dust cover, forward assist, brass deflector, all the good stuff. This is not a Mil-Spec upper, so there's no T markings on there. I've got my Trijicon 1-8 on top of it right now. Now something I do want to talk about is the bolt. The gas key is not staked very well onto the carrier. I want to go ahead and take that out and show you guys real quick. So I posted a video a few days ago talking about this, but that is the staking of the gas key, and to me that doesn't look staked at all. Something to keep in mind. Like I said, I did post a video a few days ago, so check that out. And this is the bolt and carrier. It's not an M16 carrier or anything. You can see it's shorter there, and also the firing pin is exposed. So that's that. This is the carrier. Charging handle is just pretty normal. It does have M4 feed ramps in there. You can't see that, but it does have M4 feed ramps. Go to the back. This is the castle nut is not staked, so that is not staked at all. And this does not look very well staked to me. And then you've got the Magpul SL stock, and you got QD mounts there and there. So again, there's the bolt. And this does come with a PMag and a lock and the Ruger owner's manuals and stuff. So that's kind of a quick overview of the rifle. I'm gonna do a little bit more shooting for you guys this morning, and then we're gonna go out to 100 yards, 200 yards and get some groups, and then we'll wrap up the video. Uh-oh.
That ain't good.
What'd you say?
I said that's not good.
The mag isn't going in. It's an old mag though, like an old Colt mag.
You can't put a Colt mag in a Ruger.
It's like not catching. Alright, let's try a different mag. Somewhere down here I got one. No, I'm not shooting your ammo.
Oh, I don't care.
See, this one works.
Ooh, getting warm.
This one won't go in either. So these old Colt magazines don't really want to go in the don't want to go in the rifle. The first one did, it fed fine.
I don't know.
Well, you want to get rid of it?
I don't know.
This one doesn't want to go in either.
Mine won't go in?
No. Okay, that one goes in.
Hey, you give me a pop, please.
Huh?
You got me a pop?
Sure.
Magazines won't go in.
Yeah, please.
The bolt's back, so I'm trying to put these in with an open bolt.
Orange juice.
Mountain Dew from the store.
No, orange juice will be fine.
Magazines won't
They
go in.
They have orange juice? They have
Yeah, large orange juice.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. What's that?
I'm just talking to... None of these mags will go in.
And mine doesn't either?
No.
That sticks out kind of far.
It's because it's open. Well, I'm gonna go grab a regular 30-round PMag real quick. Okay, so I came in here to get some more footage of just shooting, and I have some old Colt magazines. They're all the same. The first one you guys saw went in fine. These two won't go in. Like, they'll go in, but they won't attach. They won't like stay in. So, and then I used a 20-round PMag. Didn't work. Now I have a 30-round PMag. Haven't even put this in yet. That's weird. So now it's in, but it's like sticking in. This is the original mag. This one worked fine earlier. Okay, so that one is in, but Okay. This one's going in fine. Try the Colt mags. These are old. Now, like I said, again, these are really old magazines. See? They don't really want to go in. Put the bolt back. Bolt's open, still won't go in. Even if I hit it in like hard, 30 round PMag, yep, won't go in. You gotta like really hit it in, which isn't good, and you really gotta pull it out. That's not good. That's not good. Well, that's kind of weird. I'm gonna load this magazine up and shoot 5 rounds or so through it to see, I don't know, if it cycles, I guess, because this one will go in, but you really got to hit it in. So, clipped in. Shoot these 5 real quick. So held open. Still, the mag, it's like sticking in. Like when I put the magazine in, that's not in. It'll come out, but you gotta like give it that extra tap for it to go in. The first magazine I put in when I shot earlier, it went in fine. That's weird. Alright, so as you guys can see, that didn't really go over how I hoped. So pretty much what happened is the magazines, you really had to slap them in the rifle in order for them to seat properly, which is a bummer. And what I did was I took the rifle out and I had a 69-20, and like I took the lower off the Ruger and the mag would go in a little bit easier, but you still had to smack it. And I switched the lowers around, it was still doing it. Switched the uppers around, it was still doing it, which is really weird. So I'm not really sure what it is, but I called Ruger and I am sending the rifle back to them, which is a bummer. And you guys know, my viewers and subs know I like to be honest with my videos. So 30 rounds through the Ruger and the rifle's going back. It did cycle fine, it did shoot fine. It was a really soft shooter and I'm excited to get it back, but it is going back to Ruger just because the magazines, you really got to smack them in there and they won't drop out freely, which is a problem. So the gun's going back to Ruger, going home to pack it up, and I'm going to take it. And I got an RMA number. They didn't charge me anything. I don't remember her name, but the lady at Ruger was super nice, so it is going back to them. This is going to be a part 1 of 2. So when I get the rifle back, I'm going to do a part 2 and hopefully do some accuracy testing and put a few more rounds through it, a few hundred rounds through it, and see how it's holding up from there. But it is going back to Ruger for now. So I'll see you guys in part 2. Unfortunately, that rifle didn't really, it had a problem. It has to go back to get fixed, which sucks. So I'll see you guys in part 2. Thanks for watching.